Today is July 27, 2024. Our reflection is entitled True Worship, Wheat Among Weeds. In the first reading from Jeremiah, the prophet stands at the gate of the Lord's house, calling the people of Judah to amend their ways and actions. He warns against the false confidence they place in the temple, emphasizing that true worship requires justice, compassion, and adherence to God's commandments. The people are reminded that God sees their deeds and will not tolerate hypocrisy or injustice. This passage challenges us to reflect on the authenticity of our faith and the alignment of our actions with God's will. In the Gospel according to Matthew, Jesus shares the parable of the weeds, illustrating the coexistence of good and evil in the world. A farmer sows good seed, but an enemy sows weeds among the wheat. When both sprout, the farmer instructs his servants to let them grow together until the harvest, when the wheat will be gathered, and the weeds burned. This parable teaches us about patience and discernment, highlighting God's ultimate judgment and the separation of the righteous from the wicked at the end of time. Both readings emphasize the themes of true worship, authenticity, and the coexistence of good and evil. Jeremiah's message calls us to genuine faith and righteousness, urging us to live lives that reflect God's justice and compassion. Jesus' parable reminds us to remain patient and faithful amidst the presence of evil, trusting in God's final judgment. Together, these passages encourage us to examine our hearts, cultivate true worship, and live faithfully, even in challenging circumstances. Today, I will reflect on the authenticity of my faith and the alignment of my actions with God's teachings. I will seek to practice justice, compassion, and true worship in all aspects of my life. I will pray for the patience and discernment to navigate the presence of both good and evil, trusting in God's ultimate judgment. With a commitment to genuine faith and righteous living, I will strive to be wheat among the weeds, growing strong in God's love and bearing fruit for His kingdom. If you found this video meaningful, I invite you to show your support by hitting the like, subscribe and share button, as this will help us reach more people with these reflections. Together, we can create a community that seeks wisdom and spiritual growth.